A warm welcome to Business Daily right here on Trust Television. I am Yusuf Akogu. Let's take the business top stories. Glad to have you back. Now we go to the stock market to give you highlight of the stock trading as it went down on Monday. Of course, it's earnings seasons and the lot is actually happening. The market closed positive there, 1.45%. The volume of trade 430.393 million, value at 8.257 billion naira in a days of 7,655. Quickly, we look at the top gaining equities. As the top gaining equities for Monday, of course, NFM, they're gaining 10% to close at 18 naira and 15 kobo. Of course, Shelaram also gaining 9.77% to close upward there at 3 naira and 82 kobo. Of course, USCN, also one of the oldest company quoted on the stock exchange, gaining 9.54% to close at 14 naira and 35 kobo. Let's look at the top losing equities. Of course, Meyer and Baker, they're down 9.87% to close at 2 naira 74 kobo. Of course, Abbey Bread also losing 9.71% to close at 1 naira and 86 kobo as well. Of course, Regalins down as well, 8.33% to close at 33 kobo per share. In terms of volume of trade, there, Universal Insurance Company doing 94.8 million volume of shares. Of course, United Bank for Africa, with that impressive third quarter report there, recorded 51.3 million volume of shares, and of course Custodian and Allied Company 33.2 million volume of shares respectively. Let's look at the sectorial performance. The banking sector is largely growing today. The banking sector 1.20%. Of course, the industrial sector 2.99%, almost 3%. Consumer good sector 0.44%. The oil and gas sector closed flat, while the insurance sector gained 0.86%. The rest of Africa are not also doing so badly. Joburg is in green, 0.6% in green. There in Ghana, it closed flat, not much activities in that axis. Yesterday in Kenya, it declined again. The Kenya market has been in the red zone for a very long time. We hope that we're going to see a rebound in that area for a couple of times. Various policies of government is indeed favoring the economy again. We hope that that will translate to investors' confidence in Nairobi Stock Exchange. Now, let's speak to a stockbroker, the head of capital market at APT Securities Fund Limited, Mr. Jamiu Mohammed. He joins me virtually from Lagos. Good morning, Mr. Jamiu.
Good morning, Yusuf.
Yes, glad to have you again. It's earnings seasons, and we are seeing impressive report from the likes of UBA, about 115% gain in recorded. The Access Bank as well, about 83% profits as well. Why you cannot say the same thing about MTN? Who has the profit declines by 75.7%. What more can you tell us? How has this impacted on the current market performance?
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here on the program. You remember I've told you earlier that total results to be in a green, and there should be improvement to what it has been released. All the company, most of the company, let me put it that way, most of the company that have released their results so far shown that they have a very good fundamental. Our market is very sound for it to prepare itself to move in the green region. So, and also in addition to what you have said earlier to UBA, to MTN, you realize that even Zenith also grow his profit by almost 149% during the period under review. So when you look at all these results, even if you look at those results that does not have that they have no improvement, you realize that most of them, they just have marginal little decrease in their earnings. I mean, in their profit that was declared. And this has shown that the market and the listed company in the market are performing wonderfully well, and this is what investors are running after. And that's the reason why we are seeing the level at which we are having as we speak today. Even if you look at stock like WAPO also there's decrease in the performance of WAPO. But despite the increase, it's about 12%, while others are growing their profit by more than while others are growing their bottom line by more than 100%. So this is a very wonderful and what we have been expecting the market to do in the recent time. So I always want our investors to look at stocks that have fundamentals, and these are the way to go. They should just have a long-term horizon in mind. They'll be able to enjoy whatever investment they have. Bear it in mind that our investor cannot go into money market, or even in fixed income, and cannot compensate them for what they may likely want in their return. As we speak, the Nigerian capital market has almost 33% year-to-date return. This is more than any return that any investment can give you in this financial market as we speak. So let us look at this our market and see that we have a very sound market. Even though we are having the information coming from the economy is not that encouraging as we speak. The macroeconomic variables are very not encouraging. But the fundamental around the market and the listed companies has proved moved this index to this level as we speak this morning.
All right, impressive there. Let's talk about MTN specifically. This is a company that has been in Nigeria for a very long time, though not so long that they actually, get to listed on the stock exchange. Now they have, even in the reports that we have in Q3, they have grown their subscriber by about 4.8%. That is over 77 million subscribers they now have in Nigeria. Why are they having a decline in profit? I mean, profit before tax.
Look, I have not actually perused or do in-depth analysis as to what happened to MTN as we speak. But that does not mean that there will be no downward trend in some of these listed companies. So even though they have a high number of subscribers in recent time, you have to look at operating environment they are operating with. As we speak today, they source their power by themselves, and what it means is that the alternative power supply that they are using is very, very expensive, and this will take a lot of their expenses. So it will make the profit of the company to be wiped away by this humongous cost of production.
All right, let's look at it now on a general scale. Now, what does this impressive return mean for investors of this company or shareholders? How smiling do you think they will be to the bank?
Okay, let me put it in perspective, as you have said. Like in 2022, by this time in 2022, the earning per share of Zenith is 5 naira 50 kobo. What we mean by earning per share is the profit that a particular share generated within a period of time is 5 naira 55 kobo. As we speak today, September 2023, your 5 naira profit has grown to 13 naira 82 kobo. So you cannot imagine which investment that you can put your money that can grow your investment by almost 150% within a year. So you see the reason why the smile that should be in the face of the investor. That means you are having more than double of what you have invested. You are invested a certain amount of money. Your return on investment has grown beyond 100%. So what it means that the smile on the face of investor is highly immeasurable as we speak. So, and coupled with the fact with what I said earlier, that the investor, they might put their money to, you go to money market, the rate is so ridiculous when you compare it to inflation rate as we speak. If you go to fixed income market, the rate is low as compared to what inflation figure is. As you see, the inflation return is around 27%, and our market has generated a return of just between beginning of this year and now by more than 30%. Let's assume you invested across all these listed listed companies in the market. But if you specifically invest in banking sector, you should be talking about, because banking sector alone has grown more than 60% of the return they have this year. So we believe that as we speak, the market is very good and sound for investors, and investors are expected to smile as we speak.
All right, give us the lowdown currently. How is the market doing? It's still very early in the day, but though the market closed positive yesterday, tell us what are the fundamentals right now?
The positive trend has also continued as we speak this morning, though we have Airtel has moved the stock into the positive region. The index is constructed in a way that whenever they see big cap stock moving into the green region, the market also locate that by increasing into that green region. So as we speak now, the market has gained 1.54% just due to a gaining of 10% of Airtel in Airtel alone. So this is what market is doing. As we speak now, market will have about 182 million units of stock has been traded, worth about 1.7 billion. And also, the number of gainers is higher than the number of losers. We have about 21 gainers and we have 10 losers. So, and this money alone, for just 1 hour ago, the market has opened, market has traded 1.7 billion. So what it means is that there is improvement in the activities of market trades in value. It is an improvement in the number of shares traded, and also there's an improvement in the return that the market has generated this morning. And our investors are also more enriched by 1.54% just within an hour now. So you know what that means, and you know what that translates to when you are calculating into towards the end of the year. So as we speak today, the market is good and sound as we speak, and our investors should always look for stock that have fundamental, and they should have a long-term horizon to invest in the future. So going into the week, we believe that towards the week, markets should be able to return into a green region, and we should be able to witness that as long as this month, as long as even to the middle of next month.
Oh, interesting there. But Mr. Jamiu, one thing that I'm curious to know is the performance of the high-capped equities. Many of them have not really been on the gainers table lately. And yet we are seeing the market performing so well in green. Tell us what are some of the secrets that this middle cap stock are actually, using to, in a way, maybe taking over from the big companies that we know, the like of Dangote, Bua, and of course, Zenith Bank and the rest of them.
Yes, I think the reason why some of these big cap stocks don't change on time is that the number, the value or the amount of money you need to change the price of this stock is huge compared to some of these mid cap stock. And with the fact that I told you earlier that our investor, our market is good and we expect to move in the right direction. You see that the number of gainers always outweigh the number of losers. In that regard, you should be expecting that those mid-cap stock and small-cap stock will be able to maintain what the market is speaking at, is talking about as we speak. But and also, don't forget that whenever you see banking stock moving, the direction that the banking stock is moving, the market is likely to move in that direction because it's a leading indicator of the market. So as we speak, you see the banking stock gaining so hugely, and because of the fact that they have been performing well. If you look at the banking sector, most of them, especially the FUGAs, First Bank, UBA, GITCO, and the rest of them, they have returned a very huge profit as we speak. So this middle stock, their performance is enough from earnings that have released so far is enough to make the market to be looking good in the recent time.
All right. In light of what you have said now, for investors or potential shareholders listening to you, which segment of the market do you want them to invest?
As we speak, if you look at the banking stocks, looking at the banking stocks, you see what I have told you they have returned. UBA has returned more than 295% of what they returned at the same time last year. We saw Zenith returning about 150% more than what they returned September 2022 last year. And also, we have other stocks like GITCO and the rest. They should look at that sector. Also, they should look at telecommunication sector. Though we saw MTN having a kind of decrease in their bottom line, but that does not mean that it's not a sound sector that you will look into. So MTN, you should look into that. Airtel also is a stock that we need to look into. Don't forget that Qatar is a dual listed company. It means it is listed in two different exchanges. And this kind of stock are always it's always arbitrage opportunity. Whenever you see it trading lower in a particular market, you see it, they'll move to another market to make sure that it is fairly traded, and then some arbitrator may take arbitrage profit in that regard. So you look at stock like Airtel, MTN, as I said earlier. You look at GlaxoSmith. As you know, so GlaxoSmith is delisting in a very short period of time. We're waiting for them to come up with the result, and also some other result. Another company that has released their result that have generated a lot of improvement in their profit.
All right, Mr. Jamiu, before I let you go, let's talk about the composition of investors. How are foreign investors doing now? Are they coming back into the market with all the interesting returns that we are seeing? Are they returning to the market, or they are still waiting for stability in the exchange rate market?
The problem of foreign investors, as we speak, the foreign investor are not participating in our market. Let me say they are not participating in our market, because if you look at the level of participation in our market as we speak today, is less than 3%. And there is no hope that they will come back very soon. So, the problem of foreign investors is that they know this market is very, very profitable. I mean, the level of return here is very high compared to any market. So also the risk also is very high. That's the principle of finance. When there is higher risk, there is higher return. So what they are looking at is not only the return, but they are also looking at the value of what they are bringing in. They don't want a situation whereby they bring their fund in and our currency will be devalued along the line. Remember, when you have our FX market that is somehow illiquid as we speak, our market is not liquid. Our FX market is not liquid as we speak. There are a lot of backlog that's yet to be cleared. Though the president has promised that he's bringing about $10 billion to come and ease the problem in that sector. But we don't know how soon it's going to be. In one of the reports I even read, they say it's more than 4 to 5 weeks. But that is not to say that it may not forthcome. But what we are saying is that as we speak, the foreign investor will never look at a market that is not liquid for them to be able to take out their fund. Yes, there is that return in this market. But for them to repatriate that return and the profit they have gotten so far is a big problem. And for them to be unable to repatriate their profit, they will never come into that market. And that's the issue we are having today. So as we speak, they are not in our market as we speak. They are not participating as we speak in our market. And we don't know when they are going to come until the issue around our FX market is being sorted out.
All right. So FX market is part of the reason why they are not returning. Is that what you mean?
I can't hear you.
Is you mean the instability in the forex market is the reason why many of them have not returned?
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about FGN bonds quickly. Why are there a declining in interest in that segment of the market?
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Jamiu. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay, let's talk about FGN bond quickly. Why are there declining interest in that segment of the market?
Okay, declining interest
in FGN bond.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. You know, one, the interest in the bond is not that commendable. I mean, it's not that what is going to commensurate with inflation rate as we speak. So anybody that wants to invest in bond now, yes, is going to lock up his investment and is ready to generate. Is going to invest in a passive manner of investment. So what it means is that your return, your investment is guaranteed, but the rate of return you are getting there is not that enough to match what is obtainable in especially equity market. So people rather move into equity than to go into bond. So if you go into bond, the highest of them that can give you is around 16%. That's what the highest any bond can give you as we speak. The interest that any bond can give you as we speak. So if you are investing in a market that the yield on the bond is around 16 to 17%, and your interest, your inflation rate is around 27%. It means your actual return is negative. So this is the main reason why people are trying to avoid bond for now and moving into equity market.
Hello, Mr. Jamiu. Finally, before I let you go now, you say the interest in the bond market is declining. You've agreed with me on that. But let's look at how we can actually make it attractive to investors.
Yes, it already is the way to make it attractive to investor is the rate at which these bonds are issued. So and also if the inflation rate in the market in our economies is coming down, then it will make some of those investors to patronize this bond market. Already, people are very how will I put it? People are very competent with bond market, and you will see some of these issue through the primary market, you will realize they are seriously oversubscribed. But after being oversubscribed, for people to go to secondary market to be able to exchange this product for, to buy this particular asset in the market, we don't have such investors that always come for that because of the rate around that market, because the rate can rather be gotten in another in equity market instead of locking down your investment in bond for example, and because of the illiquidity around the market, around the bond market, so investors are not interested in coming to the secondary market. But if it were to be through primary market, you see that most of the bond that's being issued by the issuer is always oversubscribed. So the way around it to solve the problem out is to make sure that the interest on this bond are very good, and also to make sure that the inflation, when the inflation has come down to a little bit, then the investor will now be likely go into that segment of the market to go and invest.
All right. Jamiu Mohammed, Head of Capital Market at APT Securities, I must thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
All right. With that is a wrap on the show. Today we'll be back tomorrow. I am Yusuf Akogun.